All right, this is Rico DaBear for the Bear Facts Podcast. Coming back to you, I said I was going to stop this in my chest naked. I've succeeded for the most part. But I feel like I'm coming to you to remind myself, like, all right, so I got reimbursed for my car, the full balance, not just partial, not just 200, not 400. I'm not bragging about that, but so recruiting, beware. Now, we're talking about tort laws, we're talking about civil rights, we're talking about inalienable rights. Now, I got my car back. I have the receipts for making my car payments. My credit report reflects that no car payments have been made from a certain time. My car balance was less than a quarter of what the car costs. It's a $24,000 car. You get what I'm saying? $24,000 car, less than a quarter of that balance left on the payments. Now, I got the full reimbursement. I'm not saying it was a great amount since it wasn't that much left, but you can't just say like they auctioned off a car that was up to date in payments and I got whatever was left. No, you gave me the full balance of my car. Now, there's some contents I was saying on the other apparatus. I want my Nas Godson, and I want my Prodigy HNIC, the first album. We on Diamond. HNIC, the record. Anyway. Now, and then the unalienable rights. Like I said, you've interrupted my socialization. You've interrupted my ability to pursue life, liberty, and happiness. You've interrupted my ability to socialize. Like, I'm scratching and surviving. I'm running around, believe me, I'm running around trying to grasp at anything to make an income, and I'm not producing any income. And I've told you before, millions of people will be like, that can produce an income. Every hustle on the planet will tell you that'll produce the income. I'll leave that riddle for those who don't know the difference. Now, and trying to get into school, I got a refund on my car. I tried to get back into Drexel University, their art program, for different reasons. They have multiple arts that interest me. I was going for a specific program for a specific reason. I haven't been denied financial aid, but they're saying that there's a contingency and it was based on the car. Now, I've gotten fully reimbursed my car money from Toyota. Check said Toyota Financial. Now, having said that, and I'm still not getting into super details, I'm getting into concrete proof that I've proven. Review what I said. An inalienable right to life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Unalienable tort laws. Tort, civil rights and tort laws and uninterrupted conversion nuisance. I'm walking, my back and my body hurt because of that book bag. I'm taking buses to New York to get photography shots. I had a car, I had an income, I had a lot. I'm still collecting assets. I'm not getting a return on the investments, but I feel like once I break through this situation, that won't be a problem. I've been promoting a lot, uninterrupted. You can't take somebody's property. You took my car. Damages, that's including mental anguish. I be wanting to really take crowbars to some people's heads. Mental anguish. Damages, I'm running around here because you stole my car and I'm hurting my back carrying the proof that I got, and it keeps building because you people won't stop. Now, they did a DOJ report. They just caught somebody doing something. I don't remember what. I know it had something to do with cybercrime, but I'm not sure if it had to do unalienable. That's right, unalienable. And then, like I said, the tort laws is still, and I'm still in on these business laws. Like, that's civil and civil rights. That's civil and civil rights in the tort. And even with these, the school, I have a right to education. I have a right to the education because of blocking or taking my card, because they based it off the card. I got the printout, physical copy. I got reimbursed, but you still took the card. They're still evaluating it. And on my credit report, it still says no payments were made. I have the receipts. I reported that. I'm going to follow up and see, fix my credit. I have the right, civil right to education. I have the right to, nobody can discriminate from a qualified individual being employed there. I'm able-bodied. I have the SKAs. I'm not licensed. I have the SKAs. A license application costs money. Somebody's blocking my background check so I can submit my application. And then pay almost $300 to take a test. $300. So it's application fee. I paid for my background check that 2 weeks ago. I paid for field clearance 3 weeks ago. Those things take 24 hours to receive emails, and then they still send you a physical copy in the mail. I haven't received any of that. We're going on 2 weeks for the background check. My physical copy in the mail, snail mail, should have been here by now. 24 hours for the digital copy. Nothing. I'm not working. I haven't been working through most of this time. I've caught, there's too many voice bombs of you laughing uncontrollably about how guilty you are and nobody's going to do nothing. Now, I'm recording now. If you heard somebody from out the window laughing at what I'm doing, it proves that I'm being stalked, and I have those recordings. If you, outside, I didn't say neighbors, but outside, if they were laughing and you could hear it and it catches and it voice bombs my stuff, that's a confession. That's a confession. That's an acknowledgement of guilt. Go investigate. And again, I'm dealing with a certain agency for a certain situation. Now, I don't know if these are cyber crimes. It's more of the same. They're basically barring me from going where I go to get the help. In their system, I can upload. In their system, I can upload evidence so the investigators can see hardcore the guilt. Now, in the organization I'm being passed off to, and I don't know if that was a fraudulent email, forged email, because I'm used to that too. You can't go up there. I'm used to people not responding to any types of communication. I have all proof of guilt in everything. Community, workplace, everything. You cannot go up there. There's no place to upload your supporting evidence. And the last thing as it pertains to this, I'm seeing a lot of reports of not just on the news, not just, so this is news. You get what I'm saying? I'm not determining guilt. Because I wasn't in the room. But they're reporting on a lot of political corruption, which is something you know. But I work in a certain field, a humanities field, and over the last 5 years, I've seen a lot of humanitarian kickback, bribery scandals. I didn't say he was guilty. I didn't know. I don't know. In certain cases, I've seen people, and I've seen them in news conference saying what they say for the community. I'm like, I hope he's not guilty. I hope he's not guilty. But nonetheless, nobody's above the law, and nobody's above God. Whether you're guilty or not, that's for the courts to decide. It's a case of documentation. You can't silence me. That's repression. You can't act like I'm going crazy and you have no evidence of me going crazy. Even me here talking to Surrey. That's Surrey in the distance. Let you get a closer look. Like even me on my microphone going on and on just to dispute false claims. I be in here cutting promos and doing shit that will never get released, just talking dumb shit just because, like, if I'm home alone with no alibi, you can say anything. You can tell people that I'm crazy. But if I'm on the microphone doing a podcast or just shit for no release, when you ask, I heard that you were talking to yourself, when, where? You give the date. I'm in the house by myself. How you proving I'm talking to myself crazily? And I'm recording, so that's not talking to myself. So on date in question, you have no proof of what you slandering my name about. Labeling somebody crazy is dismissive. It's also repression. Trying to silence somebody is repression. Trying to get somebody thrown into a mental hospital or jail is not only entrapment, but repression. And another, like tort laws, interruption, civil laws, pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. I'm trying to escape. I'm legit. I'm completely legit. I shouldn't be going on the run. But I'm trying to escape. I'm trying to escape the stalking. I'm trying to escape the harassment. I shouldn't be going on the run. I ain't got no warrants, but I'm trying to get out of here. This is the sovereign nation of crazy. I can't stay here. It's not something I want to do. I love Philadelphia. It's across the street, but I love Philadelphia. It's a giant market. It's a ginormous market. I can truly, business-wise, break the city down into markets and where I can sell different products, mine and others, but mainly mine, because I don't give a fuck about y'all. Now, I'm just saying, I went to go look into a Home Depot rental truck to move some equipment from Home Depot to my crib. Uneditable. No, I can't have debit cards or credit cards because every time I have anything, even the blood donation card, that's how I'm eating and surviving right now, even though you see me running around and trying to build inventory. Like, I'm trying to invest wisely, but like, I tried to rent the U-Haul because even those were investments. You see what I got from the Home Depot, the equipment that's supposed to produce more income on the flip side. I don't got no debit cards, no credit cards. No, Home Depot, it was insurance. I have no car insurance. They stole my car. What I need car insurance for? Anyway, I went to the rental joint because, like I said, I went up to New York. I'm sitting here talking about rent to own. I'm joking, but I'm not trying to run off with the people's shit. I'm trying to promote and make money while I'm traveling the country and keep it going. Usually, like I said, whether it's a U-Haul or a rental car, you can rent it and then turn it into their location in another spot. So it's like, yeah, I mean, without insurance, because I have no job, but mainly because I don't have a car and my car was stolen, and I'm unemployed because they're locking up my computer systems and they're filtering stuff, farmware, malware, ransomware, and my stuff is not getting to employers. Being cyber stalked. I wouldn't call it cyberbullying. I know that's what they think. Listen, I've been face to face with the Reaper too many times to be fearing you little cyber gangsters. Like, your Xbox ain't where I'm afraid of. You talking shit on the Xbox as a 3-year-old to 30-year-old. Like, I am not afraid of you. I've seen the Reaper. I said, I don't want to go. He said, you're lucky it's not your day. I'm here for Ralph. Anyway, motherfuckers. So more on this whole shit. I'm not able to get a rental car. I'm not able to rent the John from the Home Depot because I don't have a debit card and a credit card because of the fraud hits, the cyber attacks, the relentless hits. I have to do all that. And that's what they tell you to do when you're dealing with the FTC, when you're dealing with all those bureaus that's supposed to help you in these situations. Like I said, and on top of that, they're like, I know I'm dealing with a RAS group because it's like, I mean, not only are they doing these local forgery fraud scams, they're doing the farm site scam. So it's like when they report on the news that they're giving you fraudulent tickets and then you go to pay the tickets, or when they offering puppies for sale and you go to pay and then it goes to a dummy site and you just lose your money. Or when they're reporting on the news that they don't, because I'm making jokes, because you see my merch. You see my merchandise all over here. This is my, you don't see it close because there's a glare on it, but you see my merch. You see there's merch all around me. You see the t-shirts back here. You see the smoke shop items and different things. You see the art. You see the NFTs. But it's like people are just screenshotting stuff off of Amazon and putting it on whatever they put it on, and people are paying for the stuff, and it's just a screenshot. You see my merch. I'm not wolf tickets. You see my beds. You see my microphone. You see all this. I'm not selling wolf tickets. These are the things I'm doing. Like, and it's funny that more people are distancing themselves from me, the target, than the people that are scamming. It's like, since leaving crime, I've become 100% honest, and it's like, niggas is just straight liars. It just is, and people either fall for it or you join in on the shit, and it's like, I still have a con artist ear, even out the streets, and it's like, yeah, I speak your language 100%. I've been saying over the last year or so, like, I speak con very well. It's just I respond in clinical because I'm a therapist now, so it's like, yeah, I mean, in my poker face, like, I guess you think you're getting over, but no, I understand what you're saying. I understand the con that you're trying to run, but cyber crimes, anything computer related, I do the basics on computer. I know Word. I'm proficient on Word. Electronic medical recording records, databases, I'm proficient with those. I'm learning Procreate. I'm still in the early stages of learning Procreate. I'm still in the early stages of learning the Roland, and I play on the Roland here more than I play on the MPK, excuse the mess. But eventually I'm gonna be loading samples. It's gonna be second nature, or at least I'm gonna outsource to somebody in-house that's going, you know what I mean, rock the shit the way I want it rocked when shit is all up and running and stuff like that. But like I'm saying, these scams is out of control, and everybody's just, you know what I mean, like. But like I said, from my criminal background, I knew the scams. I'm happy now that as time has progressed and the reporters are breaking these cases wide open, or, you know what I mean, helping people get their money back, helping people in these situations. Now, like I said, I've reached out to reporters, and like I'm saying, I know I'm canceled. I've even seen some reporters face-to-face that give me the, yeah, I can't associate with you, you're canceled. But this shit that I'm talking, like, this is like, for a reporter, I would think like this deep throat, like this, when I'm talking repression and all types of corruption, and I'm talking like, I like a lot of stuff, like, I ain't even want to be a whistleblower, but y'all is just getting worse and worse, and it's like, this is unnecessary. Y'all are seriously crazy out this motherfucker. Like, I just want to do my entrepreneurial shit, and, you know what I mean, like, and like, nothing was extreme as extreme, but it's just getting more and more disgusting. And it's like, I haven't mentioned any organization on my podcast or anything, so if you're seeing some dummy farm site of ransomware phone, because like, for the last 6 months, I've seen people get the information while I'm standing with them. Like, like, I might flirt with a girl, and then the girl might get some information delivered to their phone, or people around might get some information. And like I always joke, like, I know the triggers. I know what's going to set that off. I don't know the person doing it. I'm a therapist, analytic. I could be DB Wong, and I'm not joking. Like, it's not joking. It's definitely not a delusion. But like I said, and that's why I'm glad that the press is getting more information. Like I said, a lot of this stuff for me is like 20 years old. These weren't in the crimes I was into, or the people I was chilling with was into. Like, even like I tell people, when you're looking at face sheets and mental health or healthcare, it's like, it has all their personal information. When you doing the Obama phone thing, and I love Obama phone, thank you, because my shit is locked up right now. my shit is locked up. Thank you, Obama. Like, I got a phone. I got food stamps right now. I want to get back to work. I want to get back in the workplace. I've gotten a lot heap that worked great. Like, they're not Band-Aids, and if you need them in need, like, they're good. And if you're not able-bodied, more government. I'm not saying whole totality dictatorship, but the funding, in my time of need, like, Social Security, like, you know what I mean? I'm talking about retirement, and I'm just saying. But like I'm saying, like, yo, I've known about a lot of these scams a lot. Like, a lot of these scams that you think is just like what they come up with that yesterday, like, I've known about them. I just wasn't into them. So like, that he's crazy, that ain't happening. He's crazy, that ain't happening. It's not going to work, because like, not only is the press, but like the feds, the DOJ, and they announce some shit. They announce and uneditable rights. trying to get out this motherfucker. If like I love, as much as I love Philly, I hate the winter one. I used to love the winter. The winter used to be my shit, but I hate the winter now. I gotta pay heating bills. I hate the winter now. I'm hearing down south it's the opposite with the summer months. You gotta pay, it's just as much for paying for air conditioner. I don't know how true that is, but still, I don't know. I don't know. But I hate the winter. I love Philly, but it's like, I mean, I'm enjoying this tale of two cities. I like that I can, because like everywhere not like that. Everywhere not like full of culture and rich in culture. Everywhere is not. Like some places are strictly this, strictly that, plain vanilla, whatever you want to say. Like I like the diversity. I like you can find any and everything in this city and all those surrounding suburbs. Like I'm saying, like it don't matter. Video games, music, food, entertainment, books, graphic design, clothing. Like over the last 2-3 years, 2-3 years, the amount of people that I've tried to collaborate with, the people I've collaborated with, the people I've got to manufacture my goods that I created, like the amount of people, like whether you in a big factory or a cubby hole in the corner storefront, like, yeah, I mean, like manufacturing, wholesaling, like you would think some places in certain mindsets, you might think like New York or at least on the internet, but in Philly, they got everything. And like I said, it's a city of mom and pops. And like, I don't know, but it's a shame that like, yeah, I mean, these cyber criminals are attacking the fabric of the country in mom and pop shops. Like, yeah, I mean, like they don't have the tighten ability to like really squish you. Like these are merchant vendors and stuff like, and family business owners, but like, you know, and it's even more sickening to know that some of the culprits are spoiled business kids, spoiled entrepreneurial people's kids that don't want to work in the family business output. And I know they hate me as the bad kid that had a parent with entrepreneurial establishment, but it's like for me, it's like, come on, man. Like I wouldn't trade lives with me. Like I chose the hard road. I made the road hard. I made the road super hard early on in life. Like, yeah, I mean, there's a reason why I'm happy now and be like, yo, stay away from me with the drama. Like, yeah, I mean, like I said, before the age of I'm tired of going back and forth to jail, I was on some I'm tired of getting in trouble. You like I'm kindergarten trouble. You senior year high school trouble. We not the same. You sophomore, freshman, college trouble. Like, why would you gangbang then? Like, go away. But anyway, like I'm saying, like I'm just saying, like I've not mentioned any because, like I said, that's not everybody. I've met a lot of people, and even in some cases where I burnt bridges, like I'll still say, like I've met some mom and pop shop family owned businesses that the family members are super humble and, you know what I mean, like hospitable and customer service-y and provide great customer service. And sometimes you don't feel like doing it. Like I said, I didn't feel like going to New York, but I wanted to go, but that day I didn't feel like it. But I'm like, this is a day I can. I got the money. And attitudes like that, and you're still pleasant. Like once I got there and I started doing my thing, I was in a pissed off mood. Like, but you know what I mean? But like, I'm just saying, like, uneditable. I'm trying to get out this motherfucker. I would rather get out this situation because I can do that, but at the same time, book is calling. And like I said, with Philly, it's like a lot of civic things that I would like to get involved with and even accomplish or do. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, if I go to Boca, it's like, nigga, I ain't got to do shit but my job. I get to chill and pressure wash on the weekends and big binge watch with whatever lady I settle down with. Ladies, I'm a one-woman man. Unless you're into the throuple nuptials or committed polygamy. I'm a one-woman man. I spread love amongst sister wives. You know, I'm gonna start my new culture. Threesomes are a thing. Like I said, is a common thing nowadays, and so is certain oral activities. But eating booty is the next. Check out my throuple nuptials. It's not a debate. Polygamy is going to be legal soon, so you might, like, you got, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. So, I'm joking, but I'm not. I'm just not. You know, it'll be some bold, brazen politician that might rest on their cultural laurels, or somebody that just likes throuple nuptials, like thruples, and thruples wild. They had a 17-year thruple relationship that was successful, and they'll introduce it into legislation. But until then, I am going to keep fighting for my civil, liberal, and every other rights that you keep violating. Now, the funny thing is, I'm researching a lot of different things as far as cyber crimes, as far as other things. Now, what I come to find out is a lot of these joints hold 5 to 10 years. That's the minimum, maximum, whatever. Now, the weird thing is, when these civil rights, it's a 5 to life. Now, I've heard 25 to life. For the first infraction, you get 5, then it's life. It jumps just to life for civil rights. So if pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness, you interrupted that. The civil law, you interrupted that. That's that cha-ching. You interrupted that. Now, civil rights, now we talking 5 to life. I'm trying to get out of here. I can't get a Home Depot rental truck because even with that, it's like I could rent from Home Depot and then go move my DJ equipment to somewhere and set up for the day, get some tips or some shit. I could go rock a venue, small storefront event space, put the event together, rock a venue, rental. That's money. I get to keep my lights on. I get to live. I get to put food in the crib without food stamps or whatever. I could just go back to work as a therapist, which is... And then, like I'm saying, the rental car, I went to go check the rental car because, like I said, I'm trying to take this show on the road. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, now, I've found other rental cars that that'll take cash, but then they want deposit. And in this situation, I'm used to getting attempts at ripped off. Oh, he's always blaming people. Why are you following me? Beware of these Apple keychain dudes. Like, they up in they creep game. Like, this Xbox, like, birthed on Xbox, talk shit to 50-year-olds on Xbox and into Apple keychain. Don't get it fucked up. I love the gaming community. And them hot chicks that game. I love the gaming community. Like, and I be telling some people, I be telling people that have, like, social anxiety or are looking for their community, like, them Comic-Con chicks, don't get it fucked up. Them gamer chicks, like, they sit in an ergonomic chair and they Indian style, and they make the best jokes, and they have cute laughs, and there's a community out here for everybody. Justice will be served.